I am Heather Briggs of My So Quilty Life. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you're here and spending this time with me. That makes me so happy. So I am here talking all about Flower Shop today, specifically month 6 of the Flower Shop block of the month. Now, month 6 means we are almost done. This is the last month of the block of the month, and I'm actually like super sad, but also super happy because it's over, almost over, and super happy because everybody's quilts are coming together beautifully. Everybody is finishing up, and it is such an exciting time here at My So Quilty Life and in our group, and everybody's sharing and just so excited. But we still have something to do. We still have 2 blocks left to make, as well as the finishing to finish up our quilts. Today I'm going to be talking about month 6, block 11. And these are these 2 little cute flower pots up on the top near the sign that says Flower Shop. I will show you in the quilt. Here is my Flower Shop quilt. This is made with my Dainty Meadow fabric collection for Moda Fabrics. This is my 2nd fabric line. And our block that we're making today is right here. If you can see that, it's this little pot, but you're actually making 2. So one on this side and one reverse on this side. They go together quickly, and I'm so excited to show you in this tutorial how they go together. In order to complete these blocks, you do need to pull out your month 6 pattern and flip to page 1, and we're gonna go ahead and get started making blocks 11. Okay, I wanted to show you really quick from the top camera the block we are making today, or blocks. So this is the left side of the quilt. So here we have this is one of the block 11s. You have this cute little flower pot with these 2 little flowers, one small and one big. One is yellow, one is pink. And then you have the opposite all the way across the quilt right here, and this is just at the top of the quilt just to add some fun little accents up there where the Flower Shop sign is. So as you can see, they are reversed. Now the pattern shows you how to make them reverse, so you don't have to worry about figuring that out yourself, but these are the 2 blocks. Okay, so I'm going to clear my table here, and I'm going to go ahead and get started walking you through the pattern and making the blocks. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and made one of the blocks completely, and since we haven't talked really about this type of flower yet, I wanted to walk you through making the flower, but everything else we've done. The leaves, the stems, we've done them all. We've made some pots, so I'm pretty confident that you will be just fine if I do not walk you through each of those. So I'm going to go ahead and get started by turning to page 1. So go ahead and get all of your pieces cut out if you haven't already, and we will get started with step 1. So for step 1 in all my patterns is always draw a diagonal line on the back of your fabrics. So go ahead and do that, and we're going to move on to step 2. So for step 2, we're going to be making our L units. That's that middle of the flower. So if you look at this flower, that is this unit right here. What you need for one of these L units is 4 fabric K squares and 1 fabric L rectangle. All you're going to do is align the squares on the corners, stitch on your diagonal line, and you're going to press in towards fabric L. Now you're going to be making 2 of these in each print. If you're following the pattern, you're going to have 2 flowers of the same print. They're just going to be opposite of each other. So as you can see here, I have 2 pinks, 2 yellows. So that's to keep it pretty simple so you don't get confused. So once you do that, we're going to move on to step 3. Now for step 3, you are just assembling your fabric K squares to the top of 1 fabric M rectangle. Now I've already gone ahead and done step 4 as well. You just imagine that the square down here is not here. All you're doing is aligning the fabric K squares to the top here, both sides. Now you will have to assemble one side first, press, and then assemble the other side. After that, for step 4, this is kind of where I ended here, is you're going to be assembling the fabric F squares to the bottom corners of your M unit, because these are the M units now. You will have a left M or an LM, and you will have an RM. You're making 2 in each print. Okay, so this is where I am currently, and so I'm going to walk you through making the rest of this. What you do in a step 5 is you are first going to assemble your fabric J rectangles to one LM and one RM and press. Then you are going to assemble your L unit in the middle. Now, one thing you just need to be very careful on is matching up your seams right here. So if you followed the pressing directions in the pattern, those seams should nest. Now, something that I like to do is I like when I get to my machine, and this will already have your fabric J assembled on it. But when I get to the machine, I like to push until it won't go anymore because that bottom seam is stopping it. What I will do is I will go ahead and just do a couple stitches over that, and then I will look to make sure that my seam is good. And then I will start from the top and go all the way down. Now, you don't have to match any other seams up except for those two right there on every flower. You don't have to match any seams up down here. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this little flower, and I will have completed step 5, and we will move on to step 6. Okay, I just got done assembling these units together, and here is what my flower unit looks like. I am pretty happy with the way those seams line up, so I think we're good to go. Now, I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to move on to step 6. Okay, so it's going to be a little more challenging for me to talk about all of the remaining pieces because I do have all of them all stitched up together. But essentially, in step 6, we are making all these little leaf units that you see right here. So what you're going to have is you're going to have 2 LN in the lighter green, and you're going to have 1 LN unit in the darker green. So as you can see here, I have my 2, what I'm calling my darker green. You're making 1 of each. So essentially for your LN unit, you are just assembling a fabric K square on the top right and bottom left corner of 1 fabric in rectangle. And for the RN unit, for the darker green, you're going to be doing the opposite. You're going to be assembling a fabric K square on the top left and bottom right, just like this. So see how those two are different? You have 1 going this way and 1 that way. Now for the lighter green, you're making 2 of each. So these are identical. So again, for the LN, you're just having 1 fabric N, and you're having 2 fabric Ks, 1 on the top right and bottom left. So those match there. And then for the RN, you're assembling 1 fabric K on the top left and 1 on the bottom left. So essentially you're making 2 light green LN and RNs and 1 of each of the dark green LN and RN. I know that it can get complicated, but just follow the instructions in the pattern. So I have already obviously gone ahead and assembled all those. This is nothing new. We've been making flowers with stem and leaves this entire time, so I know you're going to be just fine. But now we're going to move on to assembling step 7. Now, step 7 is our left big leaf unit. So I'm going to set these aside. And I've already assembled this one, and it's in the block how it's going to be into the quilt, but I'm going to walk you through it because if you can see here, these are opposite of each other. So they're the same flowers, but the stem is opposite. And so what we're doing first is making the left big stem unit in step 7. Essentially, we are using piece I, C, so those two are C, these two are I, 1 light green LN and 1 light green RN. And you're going to follow the little black arrows in the pattern for not only pressing but assembly order. So what we have first is we're assembling fabric C to our RN and pressing towards fabric C. Then we're assembling our fabric I to that and pressing. And then on this side we are assembling our fabric C to the LN, and then we're assembling our fabric I. After we've pressed that, we are assembling this piece right here, which is fabric O, a light green that matches your LN and RN units. Those would match. And then you're assembling and pressing towards the center. You're going to do the same thing, just in opposite order for step 8. That is easy peasy, right? Okay, now we're going to move on to step 9, which is making the left small leaf unit. This is a tongue twister. All this stuff is a tongue twister, and I'm going to get so confused. Got a left, got a right, got a stem, got a small stem. Anyways, so this one's easy. You got 2 fabric eyes. So you're just looking at this stem right here. Don't look at anything else. Pretend it's not there. So you have 1 fabric B, 1 fabric P, 2 fabric eyes, and for the left small leaf unit for step 9, you are using your dark green RN, your 1 dark green RN. Now you're gonna assemble your fabric eyes to the RN, and then you're gonna assemble these and assemble it together to make that left small leaf unit. And then you're doing the opposite on this one. This one isn't sewn together with the flower in the block yet, so it's a little bit easier to see what's going on. For step 10, you need 2 fabric eyes, 1 fabric B, 1 fabric P, and 1 of your dark green LN units. And again, you're assembling your fabric eyes to your LN, and then assembling your fabric B to P, and this unit to P for your right small leaf unit. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to step 11. So for step 11, you're essentially making this Q unit right here where the blue is in these corner squares. You will need 1 fabric Q, which is this blue piece, 2 fabric Ds for this step 11. You're just assembling your fabric Ds on the bottom corners of your fabric Q rectangle and pressing. And you're making 2 because you're going to have 2 of those little flower pots. So for step 12, we're now assembling our pot unit together. So it's what you see right here. You're going to have 2 fabric H's, 1 fabric R. You're first going to assemble your H's to the side of your Q unit, and then your fabric R on top. Okay, so we've made it that far. Our next step is assembling, let's get this one because this is the next one, is assembling your left flower unit. So it's just these flowers right here with these stems and 1 fabric E. So you're first going to assemble 1 flower unit to 1 left small stem unit and 1 fabric E to make that yellow flower. Then you're going to assemble another, so your pink flower unit with your left big stem unit. After you've done that, you're going to assemble those 2 together. So I am basically right there with my right side. This is my left side with my right side. So with my right side, I need 1 flower unit, the yellow one. I need 1 small stem unit. So this would be my right small stem unit. And then I need 1 fabric E, because that's going to go on the top. Then I need 1 flower unit, so my other pink one. And then I'm going to need 1 right big stem unit. Now I've already gone ahead and assembled this, but I'm going to go over to my machine and assemble this. Now one thing you want to pay close attention to when you are assembling right here is you want to make sure that when you assemble that nests right there and matches up. Let me see if I can pull it up. There you go. So you want to make sure that aligns properly there. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble this, and then I will be right back. Okay, I just got done assembling my little unit over here. Now what we're going to do is assemble these 2 together. Nothing really has to align properly right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get that assembled. Okay, I just got done assembling those 2 together. So now what we're going to do is put this aside, and we're going to make our left unit. So our left unit is with the fabric G rectangle, our left flower unit or right flower unit. So this is our left flower unit, and 1 pot unit. So just eliminate these so far. That's in step 16. You're just assembling according to the pattern to make this. So let's move on to our right unit because it's the same instructions just with our right unit. So essentially this is how it goes together, just like this. So you're assembling your fabric G on top of your flower unit, and you're assembling your pot unit to the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble that, and we will move on to step 16 and be done with this block. Okay, I just got done assembling that right unit. So now what we're going to do is assemble our fabric A's to the left unit and A's to the right unit. And I've already done that for the left unit, but here we have it. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble my fabric A rectangles to the side and then we'll be finished with this block. Okay, I just finished up with the left unit and the right unit, and here is what they look like. So this is my left unit right here. So cute. And this one is my right unit. These go together, I feel, super quickly. So if you are behind, just know that this should be a quick make for you. So I'm so excited. We are officially done with blocks 11, and they're gonna look so cute in the quilt. I hope you're having such a wonderful time sewing along with the Flower Shop Block of the Month, and you're excited about block 12 and the finishing pattern that are still to come. So thanks so much for joining me today. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video, as well as comment below if you thought that this block 11 or blocks 11 were easy to put together. So I will see you next time for block 12 tutorial, which will be out very soon. Bye guys.